The notice requirements provided in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given in the new scheduled meetings of the Spotswood Borough Council on December 27th, 2017. The new schedule was transmitted to the Home News Tribune and Sentinel. It was filed with the clerk of the Borough of Spotswood and posted in the municipal building located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey.
Councilman Stolen?
Here.
Councilman Ritchie?
Here.
Councilman Malillo?
Here.
Councilman Rivera?
Here.
Council President Rhodes?
Here.
Mayor Sealy?
Here.
We're going to have a salute to the flag, but I just wanted to say during the moment of silence, keep close in your heart. We lost a friend of mine, Dee's sister-in-law, Pat's sister-in-law, Dee Pope. Dee was very active in the community, longtime teacher in South River Public Schools, married to Jim Pope, who was the principal in South River, and actually my husband's German teacher. So we've known them a long time. She is a great lady, and did a lot of good work in town through the foundation and other volunteer activities, and we will miss her dearly. We also lost Stephen Knight, who was I believe an uncle of one of our borough employees. He was from Point Pleasant and closely associated with the Boy Scouts of America. So if we could rise for a salute to the flag and a moment of silence, keep them and their families in your hearts. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does anybody have any questions? No one came up on the ordinances except Dulce, so I guess they're okay. I don't have to read them again. Okay. We had the consent agenda. Copies of the resolutions are under the consent agenda are available on the
Did you
table.
want to do roll call?
I did it.
Oh,
I did it.
okay.
No, for
No,
first
not
reading for the ordinances.
First reading, yeah. For this meeting, for the regular meeting. For the ordinances.
Right. We got to, I know.
Gotta vote on those.
Let's go on it. Okay, let's start all over again. Ordinance 2018-14, public hearing set for July 16, 2018. You want me to read it? I guess. An ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, approving the form and authorizing the execution and delivery of a lease and agreement with the Middlesex County Improvement Authority relating to the acquisition of certain communications equipment and a utility truck, and the issuance of county guaranteed capital equipment and improvement spent revenue bonds by the Middlesex County Improvement Authority to finance the same.
Make a motion to pass the resolution? The ordinance?
Who said? Okay. Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Council President Rhodes?
Yes.
We have ordinance 2018-5. Public hearing is set for July 16, 2018. Bond ordinance providing for the improvements to Brunswick Avenue and Karen Street and the acquisition of an uninterruptible power supply, appropriating $1,078,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $558,000 bonds, notes to finance a portion of the cost thereof, authorized in and by the Borough of Spotswood, the County of Middlesex, New Jersey.
Make a motion, we move the ordinance, set a hearing date for July 16th.
Second it.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Council President Rhodes?
Yes.
We have ordinance 2018-16. Public hearing is set for July 16, 2018. An ordinance to amend the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood by amending Chapter 91, Article 1, Schedule of Fees, 91-8 Sewer Rental Fees, and 91-9 Water Fees, and amending Chapter 205, Water and Sewers, 205-2 Applications, 205-3 Water Main Taps and Service Lines.
Make a motion to move the ordinance set the date for July 16th for public hearing.
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Council President Rhodes?
Yes.
Okay, we have resolutions under the consent agenda. Council President and council members, I'll take a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda, resolutions 2018-102 through 2018-107.
Make a motion, we pass the resolutions?
Yes. Second.
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Council President Rhodes?
Yes. Let's do liaison reports, and we'll start with Jose. Jose, anything?
No, I have nothing.
Ted?
Not really. Police department's moving along with their accreditation. Almeda seems to be working out very well for
Oh,
them.
yeah, good.
That's about it right now.
Okay, great. Kurt?
Tomorrow night at the Planning Board, we're having our first application hearing for the Door Avenue subdivisions, 22 single-family homes off of Door Avenue, a property that's being subdivided from Schweitzer's land mass. So we're having that. Also tonight on the resolutions, 2018-102, that is a grant we've spoken about a couple times at the meeting regarding Maine, DeVoe, Valete and Manalapan Road intersection, and Bruce is putting together a grant application for $1.5 million. I also asked him if it would be acceptable to extend the paving to the tracks in front of the Appleby School, because it is also in horrendous condition. So as part of the intersection, if we can get this, repair that part of the
That's
street as
terrific.
well. So,
Great thought.
and that's all I have.
Okay, I got it. Next. Yep. All right. Board of Education, graduation at the high school. That's Wednesday. I'm assuming 7 o'clock? What's 6:30?
6 o'clock. 6.
6? All right, 6 o'clock. All right, 6 o'clock, graduation at the high school. The boys and girls are going to go right out there, and they're going to go to college, too. All right, so now the next step is Main Street Library. They have a library meeting over there on Main Street the 21st, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Anybody wants to go, raise health with the library, go there, 7 o'clock. And also, June the 8th, senior prom at the Memorial School was great. Those kids are fantastic. I even danced with them. I've been doing it every year. They're good kids. And I had a nice little talk with those guys. And very good kids. And they had a lot of, the food was good. It was very nice. That's all I have.
Great, John. Thank you. I'm fine. Mayor Sealy?
Well, the only thing I'll speak about is the carnival. Went Saturday, had a great time as usual. It seemed to be set up much, much better this year, the way they laid it out.
I heard, yeah.
And God was with them, huh? Sunny days every day of the week. I talked to Monsignor, he said it was the best year they ever had. So it was a good time, and I look forward to it again next year. That's all I got.
Great, great.
Oh, wait a minute, excuse me, I'm sorry. I do have one other thing. She's not here this evening, but if you recall our last meeting, Lillian Accardi, is that right? Had come to our meeting and talked about the entrance to Clearwater Village. And in speaking to the chief, who informed me quite politely that that's not going to happen because it was researched once before.
Yep.
And they, along with the county, deemed it an unsafe move and in the best interest of the borough not to do it. And apparently it hasn't been explained once before, but I'm just reiterating what they told me.
Thank you.
That's it, I'm done.
Okay. Motion to open to the public?
Make a motion, we open the public session.
Second.
Okay, now's the
All in
time.
favor?
Aye.
Sorry, jump the gun all the time. If you have any comments for the Borough Council, please come up and take advantage of this time. Good evening, Cheryl.
Good evening. Cheryl Bass, 289 Main Street. I saw on the website that the garage sales are coming, so that I think is a good publicity. I like the little flyer that was on there to, for the neighborhood. And I saw also that the water report was on there, and that our water is good, the quality of our water is good, because I have always said in the past about Detroit, I've spoken about Detroit, and under the old administration, before our beloved President Trump came into office, the old administration had to take care with the Detroit water. The bills were not being paid, and the Environmental Protection Agency did nothing, and they brought in Flint water, and then there were many other problems that ensued. So I just wanted to, I still keep up to date with Detroit. And I just want to ask about the water, because we had more than one well. We had Daniels Road and George's Street, and it said in the report that we have one well, and that the rest of the water comes from East Brunswick and Middlesex Water Company. So I am wondering, are we going to be refurbishing, bringing in new technology to go back to 2 different well sites, or are we going to just continue with one?
Yes, of course.
Yes, eventually we will look into going back to opening the other well, and probably sooner than later, because there are some stipulations where we have to get it done. We didn't, it's been down since the hurricane, right?
Hurricane Irene, yeah.
Hurricane Irene. But we don't want to rebuild what was there. We're looking more towards a military aspect, which is almost a portable unit, because it can be elevated quite a bit, and bring that well back online, because we don't like being dependent on anybody else's water as well. And I thank East Brunswick for their help, but I do like groundwater, but I don't like surface water.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Is there anyone else tonight?
Good evening. Ed Smith, 395 Old Sage Road. Sometimes you come to these meetings and you have to laugh, but my wife and I saw one yesterday that we just stood there and we sat in the car and laughed. As you're all aware, the fence was taken down by the lake. Believe it or not, there was about a 10-minute backup on Monday Avenue because the geese, with the little, whatever, geeslings, whatever they call them, I'm not a biology person, but and we thought it was quite funny, but I don't know, do we have to put the fence back? I'm assuming they're coming off the lake.
They are coming up the lake, but the popular consensus is not to put that fence.
Okay, all right, I was just wondering, like I said, it was...
However, going on that note, I also noticed we may want to look into putting some signs up, because as much as I'd like wildlife, people are starting to feed the geese again, and that just draws even more in.
Okay. Like I said, sometimes we have to come here and just have us and laugh, because we thought it was, I mean, it was, we were probably about the 15th car in the line waiting for the geese, and they were looking at at the drivers, just, hey man, I'm taking my time and you can't push me, so.
But really, Ed, that was also occurring while the fence was there.
Yeah.
They were
Like I
still-
said, we happen to be driving back from Freehold, and we noticed it.
The only thing you could do is put a fence on the one side of the sidewalk.
I'm not looking for a fence, I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to bring a little smile to the town about
That didn't give people smiles.
how the geese are now taking over the town.
It's their lake.
Yeah, it's their lake.
Thank you,
That's a
Ed.
good statement.
Anyone else?
Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a closed session.
Yes.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, Now therefore be it resolved by the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, the public shall be excluded from discussion of any action upon the hereinafter specified subject matters. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: contract negotiations/shared services and pending litigation. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter shall be made public when confidentiality is no longer required. This resolution shall take effect immediately.
Make a motion to pass the resolution?
Second?
Councilman Stolen?
Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Council President Rhodes?
Yes. All right, we're going into closed session. Where you're going to have to step out, and will action not be taken? No action will be taken. Yeah.
Make a motion, we close the close, reopen the open?
Close open.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No other business?
Everybody enjoy Father's Day?
Happy
Yes.
Father's Day.
Happy
nice.
Father's Day.
Make a motion to
Take care,
adjourn?
I'll give you a
Second.
call.
Yeah.
All in
go ahead.
favor?
Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
What date does the
All in
meeting is?
favor?
Yeah, July
Aye.
16th is our next meeting, Monday, July 16th.